Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve the DBT JRF 2019 question paper. As you all know that DBT has already announced for the DBT JRF 2020 examination registration. So you can go on the RCP website, Regional Center for Biotechnology, Faridabad, for registration of your DBT JRF examination. Now we will solve the DBT JRF 2019 question paper part A. We will see the first question. The major difference between hormones that have intracellular receptors and those that have cell membrane receptor is that the former is usually. तो former पहले वाले कौन से होंगे? तो first जो former में कौन से हैं? Difference data intracellular receptor. So as you all know, the intracellular receptor are the hydrophobic one. That's why they are found inside the cell. So option D is the correct answer for this question. In question number 2, it is said that a patient suffering from allergy has been advised to take antihistamine drugs. Which one of the following biological process is most likely to be the reason for the allergy? So you know, in hypersensitivity and one of the major cause of the allergy is the mast cell degranulation, because in this the histamine is produced, and in the question it is also stated that the antihistamine drugs has been advised by the doctor. So the biological process is mast cell degranulation, in which the histamine are produced. So answer is A. In this it is asked that which one of the following statement is not true for an enhancer element. As per the definition of the enhancer element, we have see the options and then we have to select the statement which is false regarding the enhancer element. So option can, it can downstream of the gene it regulates. Yes, it is one of the property of the enhancer element. Option B, it can only regulate a nearby gene. No, it's false, because the enhancer element can regulate a far gene and the nearby gene. Both of the type of the gene can be regulated by the enhancer element, and the distance is not one of the reason. So this statement is false. We will see the question number 4. Which one of the following statement about alleles is not true? So in this question also we have to choose the statement which is not true about the allele. So first statement state that they may occupy different loci in the same chromosome. So this is not, because an allele can't occupy the different loci on the same chromosome. There may be several allele at one locus, and the allele may be one allele may be the dominant over another, and they may also show some codominance. But position of the allele on the same chromosome is many allele are present on same loci, but they occupy different loci in the same chromosome is not what is true. So option A is the right answer. See the question number 5. In the question number 5, it is stated that allele A is dominant over allele small a and results in dark skin pigmentation. So what happens when the allele A and A small a is present? Then the resultant, the phenotypic characteristic is the dark skin pigmentation. In a mating of a small a and another one is also the same, if 6 offsprings are produced, the probability of all having dark pigment, we have to tell about the probability of progeny of the offsprings all of having of the dark pigment. So for the dark pigment, what is dominant? A is. So if we make a cross between the small a and the capital A, so there are two type of genes is produced, A and the small a, similarly by the other. So with this Punnett square, what we found that these three genotypic result into the dark pigmentation. Only one is resulted into the light skin pigmentation. So the what is the probability of in generation is the 3/4 is the probability of the dark skin, and 1/4 is the probability of for the light skin. So total offspring, how many offspring are there? There are 6 offsprings. So what is the probability of all having dark pigment? Because if each offspring is has a probability of the dark pigment is the 3/4, and the total number of offspring is 6. So we make 3/4 and make a power of the 6. We will multiply 3/4 6 times. So the answer is the 0.18. Now we will go for the next question. In the question number 6, it is stated that a bacterial culture grown in a medium containing radioactive sulfur would incorporate the radio label in the tetrapeptide. So in the 4 options, there the tetrapeptide options are given because the bacterial cell culture is grown into the radioactive sulfur. So the amino acid which contains the sulfur is only the incorporated the radioactive sulfur in them during the growth of the bacteria. So we know that the methionine and the cysteine, homocysteine and the taurine are the 4 sulfur containing amino acids, but the methionine and the cysteine are the one who only used during the peptide formation. So we will see those methionine and cysteine. So we will find out that cysteine and methionine is present in the first option, and in no another option we will find the neither methionine neither cysteine. So only the radioactive sulfur will incorporate into the part A. So answer is A. We will go to the next question. The question number 7. It is asked that of the double-stranded DNA sequences given below, the sequence that is expected to have higher melting temperature. So you know that for the higher melting temperature, there is as much of the GC pairs in a DNA sequence, that DNA has a higher melting temperature. So if we count in this strand of the DNA, so how many GC pairs is found in this? Only 5. Only 5 GC pair is found in the option A. And if we will count this GC pair, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in option B, it is going to be the 15. So in this we found 15 GC pairs, and in the option C it is only 2, and in the option D it is 13. So in which double-stranded DNA we have the higher GC pairs? In option B. So which option is right? So B. So B double-stranded DNA has a higher melting temperature among them. Now we will go for the next question. A peptide sequence of the SHELR is isolated from bacteria. Which one of the following option lists the possible phosphorylation site in this peptide? So this is isolated from which organism? A bacteria, which is a prokaryotic. So in the prokaryotic, we know that the phosphorylation site start from the histidine. So option A, histidine, is the right answer. In question number 9, it is asked that the competitive inhibition of an enzyme can be reduced by. So you know the in competitive enzyme inhibition. So in competitive inhibitor, what happens? A molecule which is similarly to the enzyme is used, but it is when it is bind up with the enzyme, then this competitive inhibitor molecule is not able to initiate the equation. So if we have to reduce this competitive inhibition, we just simply increase the amount of the substrate. So option B is the right one. Now we will see the next question. Question number 10. The sequence of the first strand of the DNA obtained after the reverse transcription of a bacterial mRNA is the same as. So with the sequence of the first strand of the DNA which is obtained after the reverse transcription of the mRNA. So mRNA के against में क्या बनता है? Antisense DNA. So because we have formed the antisense DNA, so this is the sequence of the first strand of the DNA itself. So 10 का option number A is the right. Now we will see the next question. Question number 11. Statins inhibit biosynthesis of. So you know the statins. So statins are the molecules which act by the competitively inhibiting the hydroxymethyl glutylyl coenzyme A, which is known as the HMG-CoA reductase. This enzyme is the first enzyme which is used for the cholesterol synthesis. So the statin inhibit the biosynthesis of the cholesterol. Option D is the right one. Now we will see the next question. Question number 12. A fetus with which one of the following karyotype will not survive at the birth? So which karyotype is not? Because in option A, 45Y. So this is the right option, because in this there is only 45 chromosome, but there is no X, and the Y has very few genes, so it is not able make the fetus fit to be survive. And if it is 45X, then it is possible for the fetus to be developed, but 45Y is not able not give the survival ability to the fetus. Now we will see the next question. Question number 13. In question number 13, it is asked that if a cell carries 21 pair of the chromosome just after completion of the mitotic telophase, so which is the stage? It is the mitotic telophase. Then how many chromatids will be there in the metaphase? So how many chromatids will be in the metaphase? So in the metaphase, because there is a 21 pair of chromosome, so each one is double, then become 42, and the sister chromatids will become 42 into 2, which is equal to the 84. So that how many chromatids, because in the sister chromatids it will become the 84 sister chromatids will be present in the metaphase state. So answer is C. Now we will see the next question. In the question number 14, it is asked that molecular mass of a protein cannot be determined by the which one of the following technique. So we will see that only the MALDI-TOF is used to determine the molecular mass. Gel filtration chromatograph is also, SDS page is also used for molecular mass determination. Chromatofocusing is the technique which separate the protein based on their difference in the isoelectric point. So it is not used for determining the molecular mass, and we can't able to determine the molecular mass based on the chromatofocusing technique. Now we see the next question, question number 15. So lack of the reactivity to self HLA is known as, because you know the HLA is from the MSC part it is made, so it lacks the reactivity to self, so it is known as the tolerance power. So 15th option is the D is the right one. Now we see the next question. In the question, the frequency of the two alleles in a population is 0.19b and the 0.81b. If the population is in the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, what will be the percentage of the heterozygous individuals? So percentage of the heterozygous individual in a population we have to tell. So you know the in Hardy-Weinberg principle, what is that? The if a gene is the square of this gene and plus square of this gene is equal to 1. So yes. So then the second question is, if a plus b ka square is equal to 1, then the a square plus 2ab plus b square is also going to be the 1. So we have to find the percentage of the heterozygous. The heterozygous is which consists of this or this, and so by multiplying the two of the this 0.19 and the 0.81, so the answer will become the 0.31. So 0.31 in the percentage form it is written as 31%. So option C is the right one. The next question, question number 18. All the DNA strands of a cell containing 4 chromosomes are labeled. After one division, how many chromosomes in the daughter cell will have the labeled DNA? So because the DNA strand is containing the all 4 chromosomes are labeled, then after one division what will happen? The half chromosome remain and the half chromosome will be synthesized, but all the 4 chromosomes will be present in the cell. So we have to tell in the daughter cell will have the labeled DNA, because half part is labeled. So answer is the C, because 4 chromosomes have the half part is labeled. So answer is. Now we will see the next question, question number 19. Which one of the following statement is incorrect about the facilitated diffusion? So the in facilitated its rate is higher than the simple diffusion. Yes, it is the correct statement. The partition coefficient of the solute is irrelevant for it. Yes, this is also true. So it can be saturated at high concentration of the solute. Yes, this is also a correct statement regarding facilitated diffusion. It works against the concentration gradient. No, it can't function against the concentration gradient. So this is the incorrect statement. So option D is the right answer. Then we see the next question, question number 20. Variable number of tandem repeats in DNA molecule are highly useful in which technique? So we see that VNTR is used for the DNA fingerprinting. So option is the correct one. We see the next question, question number 21. In this, the bovine spongiform encephalopathy is a disease which is caused by the, so BSC is one of the disease which is caused by the prions. So the option number C is the right one. So what are the prions? The prions are the misfolded proteins which transmit their misfolded shape onto the normal variants of the same protein, and these are found in many other neurological diseases. So the option C, the prions, is the right. Now we will see the next question, question number 22. Which one of the following is used to study the structural details of the biological tissue using the Frisch fracture technique? So for Frisch fracture technique is used in the electron microscopy and all this microscopy, but we have to study the structural details. So for structural details there is the transmission electron microscopy is used. So the option B is right one. Now we will see the next question, question number 23. Which one of the following assures the prevention of the polyspermy in an egg? For the prevention of the polyspermy, there is the cortical reaction occur on the egg surface which prevent the polyspermy. So the option B is the right one. Now we see the next question, question number 24. In the question number 24, the cytotoxic T cells generally recognize antigen in association with cytotoxic T cells recognize antigen which is associated with the class 1 MSA determinants. For the class 2 MSA, it is the T helper cells. The helper T cells recognized with the class 2 MSC, and the class 1 MSC is with the cytotoxic T cells. So answer B is the correct one. Now we will see the next question, question number 25. With reference to the protein precipitation by organic solvent, which one of the following statement is correct? So we have to tell this time the correct statement, which is in reference to the protein precipitation by the organic solvent. So the protein precipitation is determined on the change in the dielectric constant. So it is dependent on this. Option B is the correct one. Now we will see the next question, question number 26. An organism exhibits the monod growth with the following growth parameter. In this, the UM is the 0.6 per hour and the substrate concentration is 4 gram per liter. The specific growth rate. The specific growth rate micro of the organism at a substrate concentration 2 gram per liter would be. So we know that in the monod kinetics, the formula is the U is equal to specific growth rate is equal to UM into the substrate concentration upon में Ks plus में substrate concentration. So we see that here it is, if we put all in the equation, then we will find that, and if we solve the 0.6 into 2 plus 4 plus 2, then we will solve that, then we find the specific growth rate will become the 0.2 per hour. So answer is A. Now we will go for the next question, question number 27. So what is the 10 factorial followed by 8 factorial? So the 10 factorial is what? 10 into 9, because in factorial we have to decrease one number and multiply with the previous one, and then it is a 8 factorial. The 8 factorial is also present in the denominator, so we will just cancel out the 8 by 8. So we have to multiply 10 into 9, so 90 is the answer. So option C is the right. We will see the next question. The question number 28, it is asked that a cricketer has an average of the 62 runs after playing 25 innings. So how many runs should he score in the next inning so as to increase his average to the 65 runs? So you know the because the mean is denoted by the x and the bar on the x, so it is the first mean is the 62 runs. So 62 run average is in how many innings? It is the n, so it is the 25. So formula is the mean is equal to the summation of all the runs in each inning and divided by the total number of innings. So we have just the average 62 and we have the innings. So what is the total sum of the runs in all innings? So we will multiply 62 by 25. So we will find out there is the 1550 runs he scored in a match. So now what it said that how many runs he scored in the next inning. So to increase his average to the 65. So what is the new mean? It is the 65. So we put in the formula, it is 65, and the runs he have to make. So he have made 25 innings. He made the total of 1550 runs, and how many runs is plus x. So he needs to made so many runs to increase his average to 65. So now number of innings is also increased because he plays one more inning. So 25 plus 1, 26 innings. So by solving this equation, we found out that the x value is the 140. So he required to make 140 more runs to increase his average from 62 to 65. So option C is the correct one. So now we will see the next question, question number 29. The next number in the series is, so a series is given, so we have to find out which number comes after the 21. So here is that 1, and then the next is the 1, and the next number is the 2. So how is 2 is come? When 1 we have add 1 with this one, so we will get the 2. So if we add 1 with 2, we will get the 3. So similarly 3 plus 2 5, and the 5 plus 8 is 13, and 8 plus 13 is the 21. So for the what is the next number, we have to add these two digits, 13 plus 21. So 13 plus 21 is equal to 34. So option D is the correct one. Now this is the question number 13. The question number 30, it is that at TE buffer, So a TE buffer contains the 200 millimolar of the trace and the 50 millimolar of the EDTA. So given the Stokes solution is the 0.5 molar trace and the 0.5 molar EDTA. So volume of the Stokes solution required to make 1 liter. So the 0.5 molar is equal to the how much millimolar? It is the 500 millimolar. So with having the 500 millimolar, and we have to make the 200 millimolar equation. So here to 500 to 50. So how much is required? It requires the 100 ml from the solution, and similarly when we solve this we have to find the 400 ml of the solution of the trace is required. So the answer is the 400 ml and EDT is the 100 ml. Now we will see the next question, question number 31. The pH of a 0.001 molar HCl solution in H2O is, so we know that the formula of the pH is the minus log of number of hydrogen atoms into the molarity. So hydrogen atom in HCl is how many? H plus Cl, so it is only 1. So 1, and the molarity of the HCl solution is a 0.001, which is 10 raised to power minus 3. And when minus 3 comes to outs and minus become plus, then it is 3 log 10, and log 10 value is 1. So answer is 3. The pH of this value is option C, 3. See the next question, question number 32. To make a 2 liter of the 0.4 molar HCl, we have to make 2 liter of the 0.4 molar HCl. How many ml of 28% of the weight by volume HCl, which is specific gravity, is required? So the specific gravity is given. So we have to find that number of moles in the HCl in the 0.4 molar HCl in 2 liter. So we multiply this and we find there is a 0.8 molar of the HCl is required in 0.8. So if we have to make HCl 100%, so what will be the molecular weight of the HCl? It is the 36.46. So we will multiply it with the 0.8 and we have find it is approximately into the 29.2. But what percentage of the HCl we had? We had only the 28% weight by weight. So the 29.2 is multiplied by 100 by 28. So what is the percentage we have found? Is the 104.28 of the HCl is required. But we have to tell in the question the ml, the volume. So for finding the volume, we have divided the concentration of the HCl by the specific gravity. So 104.2 when divided by 1.5. So we have get the approximately 90.7 ml. So answer is the option B. Now we go for the next question, question number 33. Two sides of a triangle measure 4 cm and 7 cm. Which one of the following cannot be the measure of the third side? So you know in the triangle it is said that if the sum, the third side of the triangle is can't be the greater than the addition of two sides. So what is the addition of the two sides? 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. So it can't be greater than the 11, and it also not be the smaller than the differences. The difference between two sides is the 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 is the 3. So the third side of the triangle will be in the side has the in between the 3 and 11. So what are the option? 4, it is between 3 and 11. Yes. 5 is between 3 and 11. 8, yes. C, 11. So it can't be 11 and more than 11. So option D is the right one. Now we will go for the next question. In the question it is asked that a boy appears for a test and scores 35% but fails by the 10 marks. If he had scored 46%, he would pass by the 12 marks. So what is the passing mark of that boy? Let we find that the total score of the boy is the X. For the passing score, when he scored the 35%, then he will be the fail by the 10 marks. So 35% marks, if we add the 10 marks, so he get the passing score. Then the equation second, what it told, if he had scored 46% of the marks, then he would have the passed by the 12 marks. So if we decrease the 12 marks, then we also get the passing marks. So we have two equation, 0.35x plus 10 and the 46 by 100x minus 12. So by solving this equation, we find out the x is equal to 200. But what is x? X is the total score. So total score is the 200, but we have to tell about the pass marks. So pass marks is we have to put value in any one of the equation. If we put the 35 into 100 into, so we find the 80 is the mark. So 80 is the passing marks which he required. So option C is the right one. Now we see the next question, question number 35. If a student run at a 1.5 times his usual speed, he reaches his school 20 minutes early. If he run at the 0.5 times his usual speed, how late will he reach his school? So if because speed is equal to the distance into time, so the distance is the same in this case, so we have to just find out the speed upon time. The speed upon time is the, if he goes 1.5 times faster, then he use school 20 minutes early. So if we have to put 0.5 times of his usual speed, so the time is the ratio, because 1.5 is 0.5, so we have to 3, and here it is going to be 20 minutes. So if we solve it by the formula of the speed upon time, so we will find out that he will late by the 60 minutes to the original time. So option A is the right one for this. The 60 minutes is the right one. Now we go for the next question, question number 36. A stationary car is accelerated at the rate of the 5 meter per second square. The distance covered by the car till it reaches of a speed of 40 meter per second is. So we have first see the unit. The unit is the same. So it is the stationary car. The stationary car, the initial speed of the stationary car is 0. So there is the formula of the acceleration is the final speed का square minus में initial speed square is equal to 2 of as. So we will put the value in the equation. So final speed is 40 meter per second, and the initial is 0 because it is car is in stationary position. Then acceleration is the 5, so 25 into s. S is the distance which we has to be find. So after solving this equation, we found the s is equal to 160. The answer is the 160 meter. Now we'll see the next question, question number 37. Find out the missing number in the following series. So if we see that in there is the square, and in each of the corner there is a number put up, so we have to find what will be the number which will be come here. So we have said that if we add the 4 plus 10, it's 14, and in the 14 if we add 5, so it is 19. Similarly 7 plus 10 is equal to 17, and 17 plus 5 is 22. Here is also the 9 plus 10 19, and 19 plus 5 24. So similarly here 12 plus 10 is equal to 22. So 22 plus 5, what is 27? So option A, 27 is the right. Now we will see the next question, question number 38. Identify the next figure in the series. So we have to see a pattern, because here there is the shape of the rectangle in this direction. Then we find by removing this, and a triangle is formed. But if it is placed horizontally, so the triangle is also become horizontally. So option A is the right one. It is the next figure which come according to this. So this will become this triangle. Now this is the next question, question number 39. If the total number of dots on opposite face of a cubical block is always 9, and no number is repeated, which of the following figure represent as well? So total number of the dots on opposite faces of a cubical block is always what? It is 9. So if we see that there is a number, we will count it. It is 7. So for opposite face, the face which is not seen by us, so it will be the 2, because 7 plus 2 is the 9 addition. But we find that 2 is this, so this is not the opposite side of this face, so this is not the right figure. Then we will see 6. So 6 plus 3, so 3 is also there. It is not opposite side, so this is also wrong. And here we also find the 5, and 5 for 9 we have to add 4, the 4 which is not in the opposite side. Here in this option third, it is the 4 dot, and for the addition, for making it the total to a 9, we need 5 more dots. So 5 dots. So 5 dots is present here? No, not here. So it is on the opposite facing side, because there is the addition, because here is 4, then here is 5, here is 2, it is 7, and the 3, then the 6 will be here in the opposite. So option 3 is the right one. We now see the question number 40. Find the missing number of the following series. So there is a series, in this there is a number written 1, 11, 26, 46. So we have to tell what will be the number come here. So when we find out the difference, so we find, if we subtract 11 minus 1, so the difference between these two is the of the 10, and in these two, what is the difference? It is, the difference is 15. Similarly, we have find out, so what is the difference? Difference is 15, and here the difference between 26 and 46 is 20, and the 46 and 70 is 25. So what is the difference? It is increasing by, it is the 30. So if we add the 71 with the 30, so the answer is the 101. So this is the right answer. So now we go for the next question. Question number 41. If money is to carom, military is to chess, and if the court is to cricket, then World Wide Web is to which one of the following? So we see that the money in carom we use, it is the number which is given as the 10, 20 and the 50. It is also denoted by the money. And in the chess there is the military option is given in there, so military is to chess. And in the court there is an umpire, there is a judge, and then in cricket it is umpire. So these are the things which is common in this game or these words. So it is find out the World Wide Web. So World Wide is which one of the following game? Because in the World Wide we focus on the web. So web is equivalent to net. So net is used only in the badminton. So option D is the right one. Now we see for the next question, question number 42. The 42, which one of the following enzymes can hydrolyze both ester and the amide bond? This the enzyme is the chymotrypsin, which has the property to hydrolyze both the ester and the amide bond. So option C is the correct answer. Now this is the next question, question number 43. In the citric acid cycle operating under the aerobic condition, which one of the following is not directly involved? So in citric acid cycle during the aerobic, NAD is required, yes. FAD is required, yes. And succinate is also required, but molecular oxygen is not required in during the aerobic condition. So the answer is option C. Now we will go for the next question. In the next question it is that identify the product obtained when the luciferin undergoes the following reaction. So here is the luciferin, and if the oxidation of the in the presence of the enzyme luciferase. So what happened during this oxidation? The first of this sulfur group will get oxidized. So there are the four options that I will show you. So there is where the oxidation occur at this position, but here it happens in this carbon, and in this option it is going not here, it will transfer the oxygen to this level, and here in on to these sulfur groups. So only the answer is the one is the right one. So it happens in the presence of the luciferase in this. So option 1 is the right one. And the option is given that only 1 and 2, only 4, 1, 2 and 3. So we find that only 1 is the right product which is formed by the luciferase enzyme. Now we will go for the next question, question number 45. If the DNA methylation reaction mediated by the S-adenylyl methionine methyl transferase, the nucleophilic event involved is the, so when the SAM is used for the DNA methylation, nucleophilic attack will be nucleophilic species which is involved is the amine group. So option B is the right one. Now we go for the next question, question number 46. What is the correlation coefficient is a number between? So correlation coefficient is varies from the -1 to the +1. It can be anywhere in between this. So option D is the right. Now we see the next question, question number 47. While making 100 ml of 2 molar NaCl solution, a student left the solution on a heating platform, reducing the volume by 50 ml. So this solution was diluted 1 into 100 times for use. What is the final concentration of the NaCl is this solution? So we say in 2 molar NaCl in the 100 ml, so the volume become 50 ml. So how much the NaCl will become? The not 2 ml. So we have to find out this NaCl. So by solving the equation we found that the NaCl will become double. So this 50 ml after heating there is the 4 ml of the NaCl is formed in this original solution, and we have to make 100 dilution of this. So the for 100 dilution of the 4 millimolar, it will become the 40 millimolar, and the 40 millimolar 4 molar we have to divide by 100. It is the 0.04 molar, which is equivalent to 50 millimolar. So option C is the right one. Now see the next question, question number 48. The pKa value of acetic acid is 4.76. At what pH would the concentration of the acetic acid and the acetate ion will be the same? So you know the equation, pH is equal to pKa plus my log of the salt upon my the acid. So it is stated as the concentration will become the same. So at the concentration will same, so it will become the ratio become the 1. So it becomes the log 1 and the pK value is 4.76 and log 1 is equal to 0. So the pH is also equivalent to the pKa at the same concentration. So answer is the 4.76. Now we will go for the next question, question number 49. 14 carbon has a half life is of the 560 years. So 100 mg of sample of 14C will completely disintegrate into it. So we will say that after the 5760 years, the 100 mg will become the 50, then 50 will become the 25, then 25 becomes 12.5. so this is gone on. So for the complete disintegrate, it will take the infinite time. We can't calculate the complete disintegrated the time of the 14 carbon. Now we will see the last question of the part A, question number 50. A young scientist was interested in creating a dipeptide using the L-alanine and by using L-alanine and the L-glycine. So how many different dipeptides can be generated? So first one is L-alanine, then another is also the L-alanine. So one is this, another is the pair of the L-glycine, and third one is the pair of the L-alanine with the L-glycine, and the fourth amino acid is the L-glycine and the L-alanine. So because we have two peptide, so the number of the dipeptide it can be generated is the 4. So option 4 is the right one. 50 is the question 4. So thank you friends, thank you. In the next video we will solve the part B of the DBT JRF 2019 question paper. Thank you very much.